Former President Donald Trump has once again made bold claims about his tariffs, saying they've brought in trillions of dollars. But is that true? Or is the reality very different from what Trump suggests? In this video, we'll dig deep into the facts, the real numbers, the court battles, and what tariffs mean for everyday Americans. Stay tuned, because the truth may surprise you. On Truth Social, Trump wrote, "Without tariffs and all of the trillions of dollars we have already taken in, our country would be completely destroyed, and our military power would be instantly obliterated." He also insisted tariffs haven't caused inflation or any problems, except, in his words, massive amounts of cash pouring into our treasury. But here's the catch. Tariffs aren't paid by foreign governments. They're paid by U.S. companies importing goods, and those costs often land right in the laps of American consumers. Trump's claims come just days after a major blow in court. The U.S. Court of Appeals ruled that Trump had overstepped his authority when issuing reciprocal tariffs, power the court said belongs exclusively to Congress. The decision won't take effect until October 14th, giving Trump's legal team a chance to appeal to the Supreme Court. Still, the ruling raises big questions about the very foundation of Trump's trade strategy. So, how much money has the U.S. actually collected from Trump's tariffs? According to the Treasury Department, as of this fiscal year, which ends in September, the U.S. has collected $142 billion in tariff revenue. Since Trump's tariffs began in April, they've generated about $96 billion. Compare that with Trump's claim of trillions, and you see the gap. Even Trump's own Treasury Secretary, Scott Bessent, admitted that tariffs would generate around $300 billion annually by 2026. That's significant, but still nowhere near Trump's trillion-dollar claims. Independent projections are even clearer. The Tax Foundation predicts $2.5 trillion over the next decade. The Committee for a Responsible Federal Budget estimates tariffs could boost GDP by $2.8 trillion by 2034. But economists warn, higher revenues come at a cost, ordinary Americans paying more for everyday goods. In July, inflation cooled to 2.7%. But core consumer prices, excluding food and energy, rose 3.1% year over year. Economists warn tariffs could push inflation higher again. JPMorgan Chase's chief U.S. economist said tariffs would cause meaningfully larger increases in consumer prices. Even Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell admitted the full impact of tariffs on inflation remains to be seen. Trump has even floated the idea of sending rebate checks from tariff revenue. After his comments, Senator Josh Hawley introduced a bill to send $600 checks to eligible adults and children. The plan includes reductions for higher earners, with slightly smaller checks for households above certain income thresholds. But the bill hasn't yet been taken up in Congress. So what's the truth behind Trump's tariffs? The numbers show billions, not trillions. While tariffs have raised significant revenue, they also act as a hidden tax on businesses and consumers, with ripple effects across the economy. The political battle over tariffs is far from over. With a Supreme Court appeal looming and economists warning about inflation, the future of Trump's trade policy could shape not just the markets, but the wallets of everyday Americans. What do you think? Are tariffs a powerful tool, or just another burden for U.S. consumers? Let us know in the comments below.